Hey everyone, it's Mindy from Tony's Picks. I'm your host here today. We're missing Tiffany. She, of course, had to do her motherly duties. Her daughter's car broke down, so she has to deal with that this afternoon. I tell you, it's always something, right? But welcome to the show, Midday Plays Live, where we are here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm glad everyone here could join us. Want to say hi to Scott. He's the first one here in our chat room. Good morning. I heard you had a good day yesterday, perhaps, right? So you have to let us know how you did. Ron, I think you hit a couple parlays there too. So yeah, make sure you let us know how you did yesterday, what you're looking to bet on here tonight. I'll give you some of my tips of what I'm thinking here today. And of course, this show, we do a little bit more with, I give you a couple picks. You guys can kind of decide what you want to go ahead and do with these in order to take advantage of these boosters that each of these sports books give you, right? So today, one of the ones that I am going to go over is for the NHL. They give you a little bit of a 25% profit booster. But again, these are suggestions, not to necessarily bet straight up. I will give you those, what I think. But our kind of goal is to give you a little bit of a parlay. We give you a little bit bigger odds because we want to make sure that you don't waste these same game parlays, or you don't try to go ahead and go for the gold, like plus 2,000 odds or something like that, because we know those are hard to hit. Not that you can't, but we're going to try to be a little bit more here on the conservative side. My volume is low. Let me see. I can probably turn it up. Let's see. How about that? Is that better? Maybe not. Maybe it's just him. All right, good. Scott says maybe it's just you, Ron, if the volume's low. Turn it up on your side. But I turn the volume up here on mine just a little bit. There we go. We got the big Yeti microphone here over here. So hopefully it should be okay. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to Tony's channel. Again, he's only like about 100 or so away from 40,000. So we want to get him to the milestone, quicker or sooner rather than later. That is for sure. And then click on the bell to get the latest notifications, because when we go live here at 1 p.m. Eastern, about half hour or so ahead of time, it will give you the notification that we will all be on here soon. So Tiffany almost got her same game parlay yesterday. Her Will Levis, he was 3 yards short of her getting it. And then I do another parlay for another show and just missed mine by one catch by DeAndre Hopkins when he was only, I think, looked at maybe 3 times the entire second half. I'm not sure why they get away from him. I know there's double teams, but there's lots of people being double teamed out there. Make some moves, right? All right, so we got not so big of a day here today on my side because I'm not quite ready for the NBA yet, so you can have fun with the in-season tournament. I see there's some boosters out there for that. So you guys in the chat, make sure you let me know what basketball games here you're on today. But there's only 2 for college football, 2 for the NHL, and I think that might be about it. So now that we don't have, of course, baseball any longer. And then a big slate of college tomorrow, and then the NFL. I was kind of looking at some NFL this morning because I was going to see if maybe I could get you a parlay, but I'll have to check that out a little bit more. Everything looked like really, really tight, kind of spot on. Might be doing a lot more totals for my premium picks here this weekend. But Ron said, hey, I'm loving me some Golden State here tonight, -4.5. RJ Barrett is questionable. And of course, he likes his Milwaukee Bucks on the money line. He's not giving up on them yet. That is for sure. I had a good night with my hockey totals. Was up about 292 yesterday. You can also go ahead and find our premium or our best of the best picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. And then you can always use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save you 25% there as well. Burner, he's coming in with his play for the Germany matchup. Dolphins money line winner. My early look at this one actually has the Chiefs money line winners and not covering the spread. So that's my early take on that. So I mean, for me, I would why not take those couple points there, Ferner? Why not take a couple points? But I think it's going to be interesting to see how the Chiefs do. I feel like they've been struggling. I hope they can get their wide receiving core to do something here pretty soon. Butterscotch says, hey, Warriors and OKC, like them over 224.5 today. There was quite a few high scorers yet. And what do you think about Wemby putting up the 38? I mean, he's just been lights out. The Spurs taking down the Sun there yesterday. Pretty crazy stuff, that's for sure. All right, so let's get into my play. I'm going to give you here a same game parlay X, right? I'm going to give you my best of the best hockey plays. And then, of course, you can see if this is something that you want to do to take advantage of that 25% that is out there. At least it's on DraftKings anyway. So you can see if that is a sports book that you're hooked up with. All right, we're going to go ahead and start here. Let me pull up my lines just to make sure I have everything appropriate. We're going to take a look at the Flyers here and the Sabres. Sabres are sitting at minus 160 right now. The over-under on this one is sitting at 6.5. So today, modeling has the Flyers and Sabres over that 6.5 today. And it also has the Flyers on the puck line. So now for me, what I'm going to go ahead and do for my same game parlay X is I'm going to go ahead and take this game plus the next. And I feel like I have to sneeze and I don't like this. All right, hold on. I think you guys totally got that on live. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I blame it on the dogs today. They're outside in the leaves. I got allergies. So I might not have got that one muted. So sorry about, the live sneeze there. All right. So back to the game. So I'm going to go and do my two best bets on the Flyers, Sabres, and my two best bets on the Devils and the Blues. And we're going to combine them all together for a same game parlay X. So we're going to go ahead and take the Flyers over 5.5. That's sitting at minus 220. And then I'm going to go ahead and give the Flyers the extra goal. I'm going to take a plus 2.5 on the puck line, sitting at minus 350. Now, the max odds for this same game parlay, in order to receive your 25% booster, is that the max I can do is minus 500 odds to put this whole thing together. Next up for the Devils and the Blues. Devils are currently sitting at minus 145. Over under is 6.5. I do like this one here to go over as well today. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Devils over the 5.5 here at minus 200 for my same game parlay X. And then I'm going to take the Devils plus 1.5. I have them Devils winning here on the money line, but I'm going to go ahead and take the extra goal because we can go ahead and put these larger odds together to give us a better chance of winning. So that Devils at plus 1.5 is at minus 425. So if I put all of those together, that 4-pick same game parlay X, you're sitting at plus 272. With that 25% booster, then it's at 340. And then your $20 pays $88.18. And again, I always say it can, pay for your dinner or whatever you say. Get yourself some free money, win some more money so you can put it on more money this weekend. That's why I like it. So again, I give you my picks straight up. So if you go ahead and agree with those, when I play straight up, I try to get as close as I can to the minus 110. Again, my average juice is sitting at minus 113 when I play personally. I always kind of move that around though. If I, I'm in the business of, making money professionally. So I always try to take advantage of as close to minus 110 odds I can if I'm betting these straight up. But when you put it in a parlay, totally a different story. Go ahead and take an advantage of what those books give you. That's how I see this anyway. All right, so good luck with that one in the NHL. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and give you, I saw a couple things here on college football. There was a 25% college football boost on DraftKings there as well for Iowa and Northwestern. So this is one I am going to go ahead and, fudge my rules a little bit, right? Because we got Iowa and Northwestern. We know that this is sitting at like 30.5 for a straight up total. But I do get a 25% booster. So I am going to go ahead and boost that under number up to 34. And so that's sitting at minus 154 odds if I use that booster. So if I put 20 bucks on it, I win 15. Now, again, it's like, how long can we press our luck with the under on Iowa? I think it might still come in. The first one to 30 wins, or maybe in this case, the first one to 10 wins, right? But I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit of room, only because I know how Nebraska is pretty similar to Iowa. I know how they played against Northwestern. Also, if I take a look at Iowa, there's only one Big Ten game that was over 34 points. So there's a lot that fall into that 31 to 34 category. So I would take advantage of Iowa on the under, putting it to 34 and using the 25% booster. So again, that's why I average, like minus 113, is because sometimes I do take advantage of something like that, where they give me a booster. I feel like if I take 3 points on there, that I'm going to be in really, really good shape to get that win. And then let's take a look at these games tonight. Again, they're very close. If I'm looking at the spread, so I'll give you my best plays here tonight. You got Boston College versus Syracuse. Syracuse is sitting at minus 3. So I give Syracuse here a 57.2% chance of winning this game. But I only have them winning by 2.58. So that's not quite covering the spread. So as I talked about here, the last couple days, I do have the better talent, the better coaching on Syracuse. I have them winning at 57%. So I'm going to go ahead and take Syracuse on the money line rather than taking Boston College here and the points when it's this close, right? I'll take that home team. I'll take them on the money line. And then next up is Colorado State and Wyoming. Wyoming is sitting at minus 6. I have Wyoming, again, right on the line. I have them winning by 6.26. But on this one here, though, it gives me a 67% chance of winning. So I like that much more than the 57% with Syracuse. So this is one where Wyoming, I might go ahead and just take them at the minus 6 and say that they're going to be good, even though it's really close. Or I could say, hey, maybe I'm going to go ahead and take Wyoming minus 3. Maybe you have somewhere to put it in a big money line parlay. So then you can go ahead and say, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and take Wyoming today on the money line. So that's how I'm looking at today's card. I do like hockey a lot. Again, I do like Wyoming. That's probably my best play out there. If you guys are looking, Ron was kind of asking, hey, Mindy, what do you think your best play is? I would say it would be Wyoming here today if you want to take a look at that, depending on what you want to do with it. If you want to stick it in a money line parlay with maybe some hockey or some NBA, that might be the way to go. But if you want to go ahead and play it straight up at just a minus 6, I think we'll be okay there with that one as well. Well, that's kind of all I got on the slate. I think I should be having some NBA here come Monday. So maybe we can talk a little bit more about that as well. So yeah, Ron, you can just take it on the money line. Take Wyoming. Why not? No. Again, I wouldn't take Wyoming just on the money line if you're betting it straight up. But if you're putting it elsewhere, I would think about doing so. How about that? All right, you guys, I don't have much else here for today. So again, make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. Make sure you get over to tonyspicks.com where we have our best of the best. We have some super hot cappers out there right now, like super hot cappers. So make sure you check them out. You can get a 3-day package there as well to get you over the weekend. So you can get our best college plays, our best NFL plays out there as well. Ferner said, what about the Devils money line? Yeah, I like the Devils today on the money line. I'll probably be making that play myself. But of course, I do like the Devils plus 1.5 in that same game parlay X that I had mentioned. If the Blues, I don't want to say it, right? The Blues. It's probably one of my teams that I root for only because my cousin is a huge Blues fan. But they just haven't been playing all that stellar here this season. What's their record? 3-4-1. Yeah, not so good. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and check out Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can get our best bets and then also our daily packages. All of those daily packages are totally guaranteed. So if we lose, you get credits back. So you make sure that you have a good outcome at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, you guys, come back and see me on Monday. Well, I'm going to have some NBA for you. I'm just going to say it right now. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.